10,000 subscribers. I can't believe it. We made it before the end of the year. In fact, we made it before Christmas. If you're watching this right now, I just reached 10,000 subscribers. And as promised, I'm going to do a kind of a special video here where I'm going to do a Q&A and a tour of my survival worlds. So I've played in 3 survival worlds on this channel, so we're going to take a look at all of them. This is my original one. This is where it all started. This is where we started with 0 subscribers. And I just have to thank everyone who's subscribed. It's been an amazing journey. 10,000 subscribers, more than 2 million views, and most of them came this year. 2021 has a lot. There's going to be a lot. I have another new Let's Play series, survival series coming, but it's going to be in the form of a tutorial, so that's going to be fun, I think. So let's get started. We're just going to start off with my first Let's Play world. So my first survival world, I should say. So I spawned right around here. I'm not exactly sure where because the tree that was here I cut down. And yeah, the view I had was of this island. The big difference is, when I started this, I was on a really kind of old laptop, and I could not see the land over there. I thought I was in a very large ocean without any kind of land anywhere nearby. But we've got a continent over there. You can see the town that I was working on over there too. I didn't know about those islands either. We'll come back to this building. So let's head off over to the village itself. This is the first thing that I built in Minecraft on video. And, well, this village is pretty much complete. But if we head over here, I better be careful because I've run into creepers around here before. First thing I did was dig into this mountain, and this is the first thing I made. A mine. Goes way down there. I'm not going to go down there because there's really nothing down there except for, well, there's a ravine, but it's nothing much to look at. And this is my little storage area, mining storage area. I've got a few things from fishing, and I was actually semi-organized. I was actually organized. Wow. This is interesting. But I built this over top. This is really the first building that I built in a video ever. It's kind of small. It's almost nothing. But I think we'll start with our first question. And this one comes from, this is Chris, 999. He said, here's something I've been wondering. Is there something you've wanted to learn in Minecraft but haven't been able to yet? It's not that I haven't had the opportunity to do this, but I'd like to work on redstone, more complex redstone. That's just something that I haven't done a lot of. I've been working on that in Adults Play Minecraft Season 2, though. I've got quite a few things that I've been building. Okay, so here is our blacksmith. I built this blacksmith. It's kind of, you know, Minecrafty in a way. Over here, I was supposed to have my mining storage. Didn't really get very far. And this is, of course, access to the mines. Oh, this is how to get to the ravine, not the other way. Yeah. And I don't think I died down there. I don't think so. Yeah, so I would also like to mention that I'm going to be putting this world up for download on through Patreon. So if you are a gold tier patron, you'll be able to download this and explore it for yourself and even go further and see what I missed. And you know what? I haven't even explored this in creative. So I have no idea what is really in that direction south of the island. I think that's south, right? Hold on. Negative is north. Yes, yes. That's south. Okay, so here is a little tiny little park, which quite frankly sucks compared to my oasis. A creeper blew up here. Broke this. This is my original dock. I've encountered many creepers around here. I don't know why. So many creepers in this village. Here is the small inn and tavern. Very small tavern. 2 tables. There's a little kitchen in here. Not much. Storage. And upstairs, we've got some rooms. I started putting lanterns in here when we got the update. I started building this before the update where we got the lanterns. Just 2 rooms in this little inn. That's it. It's so small. Now let's move on. If we go over here, we come across one of our first houses. So we have a lot of fishing houses in this village. So this one here, you can come out here and you go down there to some docks. You can fish from here too. And there's a walkway to join that, and this looks awful. I think I would do this a very, very different way if I was doing this now. Hello, pig. So let's check this other house before I go on to the next question. It's pretty much the same thing, just other direction. It's mirrored, I would say. Okay, so next question. This comes from the real Mr. Gold. He says, did you ever think you would ever grow as big as you have? In a way, yes, but also no. It's so unpredictable. But considering this is, I don't know, my 5th YouTube channel. Like, I knew I could make a channel grow before, but this was just a great big experiment originally to see if I could grow in a niche that is absolutely saturated, because Minecraft is a saturated niche. And I wanted to see if I could grow. I'd been making videos for many years already, so it's not like I was inexperienced YouTuber. So I've made hundreds of videos before I even started making Minecraft videos. But with that said, I went in with the goal of growing as much as I could. First year was nice. I reached was at 640 something subscribers in the first year, and then in the second year I grew to over 10,000. Yeah. Anyways, this is the first house that I built, and do I even have a bed on me? I'm gonna have to steal a bed, I think. So yeah, this is the first house I built. I did so much fishing from here. Tons and tons of fishing. You won't believe how much fishing I did. Over here is the fishing hut and the main docks. Which is fun, because when the drowned were introduced, I was getting attacked by them quite a lot. And sun's going down. And over here is the last fishing house. This is a fishing village, of course. And yeah, this has no access to the water, but very safe if you want to do some fishing. I think I will sleep right away. But yeah, going back to that question, I studied a lot about SEO as well as making effective videos, targeting keywords and so on. And that's why I started doing tutorials. And that's really what made my channel grow. Without the tutorials, I most likely wouldn't be at 10,000 subscribers. But with that said, of course, I am expanding the tutorials to include Let's Plays. And I'm going to be doing it a bit differently than Waddles, Pixel Riffs, Prowl, and Blue Jay. I'm going to be doing it differently than them. This is my house. Bigger house. First time I ever used a loom. Of course, I put it in here when it was being put into Bedrock Edition. And then over here, the first bridge that I ever built in this world. I quite liked it. It's kind of simple, but I still like it. Now, if we go over here, I've got this little pathway going over to where I spawned. Up here, this is part of the lore that I had for this. Basically, I was going to have like people who traveled through the Nether, and this is a place for them to stay. There's this here, yeah. And of course, going down here is the Nether portal. So we're going to go right into the Nether. And it's kind of a bit of another hub that I was building. And it's turned around. There we go. So I was thinking I want to build these to mirror what the each village is like. So lots of spruce wood here. I've got the village's banner. And a bit of a viewpoint here. Not like you can see much. Trying to make a protected walkway so ghasts wouldn't get me. And just over here, yeah, I find this really simplistic. Just looking at it now. And this is supposed to be protected. I was planning on building like a boat over the lava. That would have been interesting. And here we are on the other side in the town of Anthos. This building is unfinished. We do have an upstairs. Planning on putting the enchanting setup there. And we do have another back entrance back here, as you can see. So, of course it's raining. It always rains in this area. But what is amazing about this seed and this area is I've got 2 flower forests. We start off in the flower forest right here, which I loved. The first thing that I built over here was this house. So that's my first house. I wanted to do this kind of design with sloping roof. And I was planning on duplicating this across here. So my first house, I could have put a loft in, but you know, these are small houses. I built a couple others. I think this was my second house here. And this is when I started experimenting with barrels above the kitchen area. And also this house, very similar, not very different. And this house. This one was a bit of a different design. And I was trying to mob-proof it so that drowned wouldn't come in. So yeah, actually this is very similar to the first house, I should say. And here is where we landed. This is the first time that I landed on land other than the island way down over there. And I left a monument here. Anthos Park. First park I really made. Well, other than that tiny one. But yeah, I quite like how this turned out. So, let's move on to the next question. And this one comes from Intrigue. A few different questions. Weapon of choice, the bow. Best biome to build in, probably plains. I mean, it's the easiest one, but I do like forests, and I really love savanna or shattered savannas. I don't know why. I just really like them. Mending or infinity. Look at this bow. It's got infinity. I'm team infinity. Favorite new block. I actually do love Blackstone. For 1.17, I'm not exactly sure yet. The calcite might be interesting to use. I mean, it's less offensive than diorite, right? And worst mob to fight. Other than the big major ones, like I'm not going to count like the dragon and whatever. I never really liked going fighting the I never really liked witches, really. Creepers are fairly easy to defeat. I have no problems with them. But blazes have given me trouble too. Yeah. Okay, so we've got a main street here and a market area. This is the first market that I ever made using wool and stuff. Lots of different places. A little warehouse at the docks. So got some storage here. So main pier here. And a little lower one here for little boats. Oh, what are you doing there? Another pier here, another pier here. And this is the first boat that I ever made. It's a trimaran. That's right. I made a trimaran here. And I happened to watch a dolphin die right there. It beached itself somehow. Up here, this is like the Port Authority office thingy. That looks terrible up there. But it's been like a year and a half since I've worked on this world. And right over here, I quite liked this one. This is my dockside eatery with an apartment upstairs. So it's a small restaurant. We got like 3 tables inside. On the outside, we've got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tables. Yeah, nice. And in the back, we've got our kitchen. I started using smokers now. And up here, I haven't really finished this. Not furnished. But it's the apartment of the owners of this restaurant. There's not much left to show you in this town. Just head over here and give you a quick look. So we've already gone through this building, which quite honestly I don't like the looks of anymore. This is the thing that I was working on. This is the town hall. And as you can see, I sure didn't get far other than building up the skeleton. And that's it. And I think it's probably going to start getting dark, so I think I'm going to sleep and then continue on. Okay, good morning. Let's continue. This, of course, is the main town square. This is actually one of my best viewed videos for this world, which I find interesting. It's just a fountain. Yeah, that was interesting. Of course, more beautiful flower forest. And over here is the farms area. So I made the cattle farm with a nice big tree. We've got the wheat fields right here. And got a nice little path going through it. Quite liked this. Not completely filled out. Over here we've got other fields. We've got potatoes, carrots, melons, and pumpkins right there. I was planning on building a large like manor house up here. So great view of the town as well as this bay over here. Interesting thing is over there in the mountains, I was planning on building a large, like, fortress. And the first time I went through it, I just decided, okay, this is a great place for the fortress. But every time I went back there to look for that spot, I thought, yeah, it doesn't really look that great for the fortress. And this is the last build that I have in this village or town. And there's a cow in there. Huh. So yeah, this is where I keep my sheep. A little sheep farm. There's absolutely nothing in this town or in this world that is automated. I didn't use any redstone, if you can believe it. Nothing. None. Zero. Later on, when I show you my current single-player world, I've been using redstone, and I'm going to be using quite a bit. So, the next thing I want to show you is off in this direction. There's something over here that I absolutely love. This is probably one of my favorite builds. So we've got this little pathway, and going right over into here, we have a Japanese-inspired hot spring. This is a terrible garden, but whatever. So in here is the hot spring. So you leave your shoes in here, pass through this. You leave your clothes in here. You can get changed and whatever. Showers. An indoor hot spring. So you just get in and, you know, one of my first tutorials was how to make a hot spring. And it was one of my first well-performing videos. Then you have a door and another door to get to the outside hot spring, which I lit up with glowstone down there, and the hot spring here. I wanted to do hot springs here because of that. Like, this is a volcanic area, so we got hot water coming out here. And I just loved this build. And I think I should have made it bigger. And so, continuing off on this path, I had stairs that I had to build over here, but I didn't get to it. But I was supposed to start right around here, going up somehow. I'm not sure exactly how I wanted to do it. But this goes to my mining area. I was going to be building a mining camp. That's a creeper explosion hole. And there's a zombie spawner somewhere around here. I was going to do a zombie XP farm, but never got around to it. So right here is my mine, and look at that. XP. I had one of my biggest scares coming out of here. A creeper blew up right next to me over there. So this is nothing much. Really, there isn't much to see down here other than one really big room. I'm just not going to discuss that. It doesn't need to be. But I'm just going to head back over to the town, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so from here, well, sun's going down a bit, but it's a bit of a run to get to the next spot where I was building. So I think I should check on what the next question is, shouldn't I? So let me check, and I believe it is Anderman, yes. Favorite Canadian meal? Difficult. What is Canadian food? Of course, I love poutine. I think that's really good, but if I were to choose the thing that I would want the most, it would be ginger beef. That is Chinese food, but it was originally made in Calgary. So it is Canadian food. It's Canadian Chinese food. Yeah, so that's about it. This way is a bit of a long run, so another question. Grimsaviour. Oh. Why, what, when, where? Why? Because. What? Minecraft? When? Now? Where? In my home. Okay, there we go. Glitch intended. What got you into Minecraft? Interesting story. Go back to when I learned about Minecraft. Way back when I was still living in Japan. I had actually seen a video of the game on YouTube. I have no idea whose video it was. No idea. Don't remember. It's been years. And I just thought, this game is ugly. I was not impressed. I thought, who would play this? Why? And what's the point? And I lost the trail. Oh, it's right here. Okay, yeah, so I was not impressed with the game at all. I didn't think it was very interesting. I was thinking, I loved the concept, but everything is so blocky, I didn't like that. Oh, and here we are, more flower forest. So this is where I was going to be building a very tiny little farming village here. I did get started though. But what got me into the game, it's when we got an Xbox One, including Minecraft, and my daughter started playing it. She wanted me to play it, and I got hooked on it. So, blame my daughter. So, we've got a farm here, and I still haven't cut down that tree. There's a village. Maybe we can see one of the houses over there. There's a village over there. I'm not going to go over there because I didn't really do anything with it. There's a swamp over there, which I lost my dog. And then I went back and I got my dog. And here is the farmhouse. Now this is probably the biggest house I had ever built on this world. Well, it definitely is. And I was experimenting with stripped wood and cobblestone, all cobblestone. Ugh. That doesn't look very good. A little storage shed area on the back. Actually, right below here, there's a cave system where I nearly died. And we'll take a look at the inside before we move on to another world. So this is the first floor. We got the kitchen area, little table, seating area, things like that. Stairs going up, another seating area, tiny library. I thought after I built this looks like it was made in the 1970s. And, of course, the bedroom. We got a couple beds here. We got a fireplace. This is the first fireplace I made. And a desk. I like this desk. You know what? I should do this again. Trapdoor. It's so much better than upside down stairs. Oh. How did I forget that I did this? Oh. Okay. So I'm going to be heading on over to the second single-player world that I started. All right, welcome to my second Let's Play world. This is Minecraft Odyssey, and this is where I started. I spawned right over here, and I started digging a hole in here, and I think... Oh, yeah, I remember. I got attacked by a witch in here. Great stuff. But I then went off in one direction. I think it was that direction. I just went straight and then I turned left. And, okay, I'm going to have to figure out exactly where I went. I'm not going to bore you with this one. I think it took me like 10 minutes to get that far. At least I have a bed. Okay, so I think I went off in this direction, and what is that? There is a cave in there that I don't think I ever saw, which is interesting. No, never mind. I've been in here. Okay, so I'm going to try and find the area that I was playing in. Actually, why not do another question while I do this, huh? Sunflowers. That seems about right. Okay. So, next question. Why is it always raining? This is from ILikeToGetRekt. Rekt is someone I watch on Twitch. And he plays a lot in creative. He's playing... Is this the right way? I hope so. He plays Conquest Reforged, and his question is, of course, when you building with CR? Yeah, I know I said I was going to build with Conquest Reforged. Still plan to try it out, but I think I'm not sure when. It's something I want to try out. It's absolutely going to have to be in creative. And I'm really wondering if I'm going the right direction. I don't know. Snowy mountains. I mean, I've been by snowy mountains before, so this could be the right way. I mean, I think it's like a 10 to 15 minute walk. So, you know what? I think I'm just gonna search for it for now, and once I reach that area, I'll get back to you. Turns out I was off by about 1,000 blocks, but I'm almost there. The next question is by Crafter89. What do you think is the biggest mistake small creators make? I think there are some small creators who just don't go for it and think that their stuff is garbage. Don't do that. Like, maybe in the future when you look back, you think, wow, I started off with that? I've come a long way. Just think of it as like baby steps, you know? You're going to grow, you're going to improve. And yeah, there's those guys. So the village is over there. That's the one that I was working on. So if you're going to be starting to make videos, then, or if you are already making videos, but you're thinking that you're not good enough, don't think that. Just make the videos, develop your own voice. Don't try to copy others. Don't compare yourself to like mumbo jumbo. You look at some of the hermits and think, oh, I have to be like them. I have to copy them to become big. No, you don't. You don't have to copy them at all. All you need to do is... Why did I never go down here? Huh, weird. You don't have to copy anyone. All you need to do is just make your own videos with your own voice, your own ideas, and you know what? Things will get better. With experience, you will improve. Hello. That's my... Oh, don't tell me there's a... Oh, great. No, it's sorry. I'm just hearing... Oh, God, don't tell me it's the parrot. Right, the parrot drove me crazy in this world. That thing drove me nuts. So yeah, this is the village. I was just doing some improvements. I made walls and towers, and that's really it. In this world, I was working on basically trying to be a traveler, but I ended up settling in this village and not traveling much. And I just grew really dissatisfied with how I was doing this series. So, yeah. And this was around the time when pillagers broke, and I wanted to fight them. I just really wanted to fight them, start a raid so that they come and attack this village and I defend it. But you know what? They just weren't spawning. So there's not much I could do. But yeah, again, if you're going to be new, just go for it. Don't worry. Just make the videos. The viewers will come. Don't worry about growing really, really quickly, because everyone starts off at 0. You ever watch PewDiePie's first video? Or like I watched Etho's first video, his first Minecraft video, and I thought, he sounds so bored. And then Germsy Boy's first. He sounds like he's just fooling around and not taking it very seriously, but look at where he is now. Just look at the experienced ones. See, just check out their first videos and you will see they really weren't that good. So there you go. Just try your best. Make what you like. Make what you think that you would want to watch. And just go for it. Okay, and that's pretty much it for this world. So I'm going to head over to my current Let's Play world, and we'll continue with the questions. All right, welcome to JD Plays Minecraft, my current Let's Play world, which, of course, I recently finished this village, and I am really satisfied with it. It is so much better than my first Let's Play world. I think this has got so much more character. I started right here. This is the first thing I built, this little house. There was nothing here at the time that I built this. This village had been overrun by husks and killed most of the villagers. I've got one villager left, and he's in that building. So I'll take you on a quick tour of this village. And like I said, we started off here. This is my original house. Tiny little thing, but it works. And I started making this into a tiered village. So I have all these tiers, and it just works when you're on the side of a hill. Now, this is the second house I made. This was a rebuild of the original house, much bigger now. And I really liked how this little garden turned out here. And let's see, over here we've got the paper mill. This is the first redstone I did in a single player world. So we've got this, which isn't working right now because I don't have any bone meal in there. Anyways, this is the outside here. Lots of sugarcane. And moving on in this direction, we've got this bridge, which I really like how it turned out. I'll show it to you at a different angle. And we've got this stable. So I forgot to close that. And a little netherwort shop and farm, which I've got to harvest. And going out to the village, just briefly, we've got the oasis here. I really like how this turned out. And I am making temples for the portals. So the bridge, again, the bridge. I like this bridge. Someone actually recently asked me for the schematics of it. But unfortunately, I'm in Bedrock, and we can't do that. So yeah, this is definitely better than the wooden bridge from my first world. And over here is the nether, and I love that. Let me get weapon ready, because I've had trouble ever since the 1.16 update. Things come over here. So it's right on a fortress, which is absolutely amazing. There are some other things around here. Let me get out of here, because these guys are going to come attack me, and I don't need that right now. certainly not. And, of course, we've got a little staircase that winds up here and comes up to the top farming tier. Now, this is almost completely filled in with crops, except for the beets, and those are like the slowest growing things. So I built this windmill. It's a vertical shafted windmill. I decided to make the mechanism inside. So it's, if it worked, it would work. Grinding all of the wheat down there to make flour. Thought I just saw something walking, but nope. Okay, so we've got this tier up here and down here. So we've got a bit of a marketplace here. I still don't have all of the shops opened yet. And right here is the cartographer. So this is the village fully mapped. Oh, I should update this. I've got a treasure map right here. I did not find the treasure, unfortunately, but that's what happens in Bedrock. And we've got a little apartment up here. This is actually one of my favorites. I find this nice and cozy. I like it. And down here. Let's go up here. So up here, I made an irrigation system. We've got over here, this is my aqueduct that comes from a water pump, which we'll look at shortly. This is a 2-story house. There was originally a 1-story house here. I like how this turned out. Tiny little patio in the back. And upstairs. Yeah. With a good view. I like it when it's all full of crops like that. That's really nice. Okay, how about the next question? This one comes from Foxxie Monoxide. That is, favorite Minecraft block and why? I am getting tired of sandstone, I can tell you that. But I would say that since 1.16, I love Blackstone. I haven't done much with it, but I would love to use it. I want to build with it, but also basalt. This used to be a stonemason, but I turned it into a bakery. Got a little bit of a spot to cook in. Window, shop window here with a cake. Lots of cakes. Everyone loves cake. Come over here, we got a little garden. And this is my storage area. Not completely organized yet, but we'll get there. Lots of cargo and the second boat that I ever made in Minecraft, and I really like how this one turned out. This is so much better. Oh yeah. I can see how my my abilities have improved a lot. We'll get to this in a minute. This was like 3 little houses next to each other. I turned this into an apartment building. And I love how this turned out. So we got nice little apartments inside. And over here, that's the bakery up there. This is the potions shop. This was originally a house, just a house. But I decided to turn this into a potions shop. So we've got storage in here. And if we go up, there is a very small, cramped apartment up here. So the cleric does not have much space. Yeah, unfortunately. When I move on to the city that I'm building in this world, I'm going to be making the bigger houses. This was one of those tower houses. This is where I do my enchanting. I love how it turned out inside. Got a great view. Both sides. That mountain we're going to be visiting fairly soon. And up here is where we enchant with a nice glass ceiling. Nice, nice, nice view. Okay, we're almost done with this village. Right here is the stonemason. This is the one where I locked this guy in, and he's working. Hello, Rocky. This is the toolsmith, which is the real Mr. Gold 1 toolsmith. He's one of my patrons, so he got to name a business. And yeah, I like how this turned out as well. Final build in the village, and that is the village council public building. First floor, well, we can have someone here, a librarian. Little seating area, you can listen to a person speaking. A nice view in the little river. And upstairs is the council chambers. So I've got the bell here as well. So I love how this turned out. So I do need to go to sleep right away, but I think we're going to head on over to just across the river. I do need to show you a couple things outside the village. And then we're going to head over to a couple places that I've been working on. So where am I? Oh, I'm over here. So let's go out of the village. Take you down to the mine, which is a work in progress. So as you can see, I am building roads as well. So my mine down here. And I've been making this little area here with blast furnaces and furnaces. The mine, I'm not going to go all the way down, but I'll just show it to you from the top. So as you can see, it goes all the way down to bedrock. And I have to put in a lot of railings and extend these all the way down to the bottom, planning on making a crane up top. And let's head on to the river. So we've got the water pump, which I need to show you. So this is something I built in Creative first. And then I just built it block by block in this world. And that is right here. So this is magic controlled. So water gets pumped up with these green crystals here and into there. And I really like how that turned out. Now here is the vertical lift drawbridge. This is my #1 most viewed video for Let's Plays with over 1,300 views. That's not much compared to my tutorials though. And over here I've got a cave system which I originally used as my first mine. But I have something down here that I use for XP and, of course, string. Lots and lots of string. So we have, right down here, a cave spider spawner. So this is a modified wattles design. They come in here, and I just kill them and gather all of their drops. So nice and simple. So next thing I'm going to show you is kind of a village, but, well, it is a village. I should say that. But it's something that I still have to build under. And it is going to be a massive project. It's one of the next things I'm going to be doing, actually. I think we should probably look at the next question, and it's the last one from Twitter, and that is from Sunfire, who in response to Foxxie, favorite cheese block and why? I love mozzarella. I think it's one of the best to eat just the way it is and to melt. I also love Swiss, or Emmentaler. That one is also great, especially in sandwiches. So, there you go. Those are my favorite cheeses. Okay, so this village is... whoa. This village is one that has been very interesting for me. It's got a stronghold right underneath it. I had no idea it was right there. And because of that, I'm now able to go to the end. I've actually activated it. I'll just quickly show it to you, and then we're going to head over to the last couple areas. And then we will be pretty much done. I still have some questions, though. So go down here. And I did build something down here. Just a little spot to hide in. Nothing much. And this goes down into the stronghold. It actually goes right into a library. And I was surprised. Library, right here. So just go around the outside, avoid all that stuff. Up here. Over here. And right down here. And there is our portal. And just about 20 blocks in that direction, you gotta see this. If you haven't been watching my videos. Skeleton spawner. Alright, let's head back up. We're back at my original village. Now we're going to head off in this direction. And while we do that, let's look at another question. So, DarZoid65 asks, how did you think to do YouTube or become a YouTuber? So this goes back to what I mentioned before. I've been doing YouTube for, well, since 2009. So, been doing it for 11, almost 12 years. And originally, I used YouTube just to store some videos that I wanted to show to people back home, because I was living in Japan at the time. So it was just some videos that I'd recorded in Japan. Nothing really special. I wasn't really talking in them, just really short little videos. And I started doing a bit of vlogging while I was in Japan. Just talking about some Japan-related things and so on. That channel then turned into a booktube channel, in which I talk a lot about books. And that channel has 499 videos now. Almost 1,000 subscribers. So I never did get to 1,000 when I stopped recording on there, because right after that I started this channel. But I do have a few other channels that I've done briefly. Yeah, so there was that. But with this channel, this is the one that I really wanted to work on growing. And I wanted to challenge myself. And it seems that it's working, which is great. So over here, this is going to be the castle area for the city. And I've done a little bit of preparation. I've started doing some landscaping, terraforming here. I'm going to be, this is going to be an island. And that's going to be all filled with water. It's going to take a long time to fill this with water. And it's about to be nighttime, so we can go and sleep in here. So what I've been starting, like over there is going to be castle. But in here is the Hall of Heroes. And this is where I am honoring and thanking my patrons. So we've got these 5 here. I should probably sleep. Also going to be putting up signs for Twitch subscribers. Not armor stands. That's a bit much. To have an armor stand with the armor that corresponds to these levels, you have to have you have to be a patron. So I've got a few different levels. I've done a video about this before. If you want to check out my Patreon page, then definitely go into the description below, because I got a link to it. I just want to let you know that my first single-player world and the Minecraft Odyssey worlds will be available for download for gold tier patrons. And this world will be available to gold tier patrons and above when I reach episode 50, when I do the full tour, which I'm already doing right now, but yeah. But my upcoming tutorial Let's Play world, it's going to be available for Iron tier patrons, and I'm going to be uploading that frequently. So on this side, we got a view of a nice little village over there. I'll probably do this in my full tour in my for my single player world, episode 50. And we've got Mushroom Island, which I love. Okay, we've got one more place to see, and then we're done looking at this world. And then I think I might just head over to Adults Play Minecraft to give you a brief tour of my base. And that's about it. I'm just going to show you the base, not all of Adults Play Minecraft. Season 2, that is. Okay, so another question we have from Roger Zubieta. Who inspired you to do YouTube? Depends on which channel you're talking about. My first channel, there was no real inspiration, but once I started doing the Japan vlog videos, I think it was probably Jayland Kev. He was another Canadian living in Japan, although he lives in China now with his family. And he was vlogging, and he had a fairly good-sized channel. He still has the channel, but he's not really doing so much vlogging. Here is this is gonna be a road. I'm gonna get rid of that because I don't want that there. Over here is gonna have small businesses around here. I'm not gonna go through what I'm building around here very much, but this is gonna be a wall with a gate. This is going to be mostly military area and whatever. An entrance to the castle over here. Another gate here. And then we've got the central business district here. That island is going to have the industrial area. There's going to be a bridge going there. We'll have a bunch of houses over there. There will be a bridge going across the river there. Over this way, we're going to have the rest of the city. It's going to be mostly houses, some businesses. Going to have a temple over here with the nether portal. And the gate is right here. So we'll have a gate going out and a highway. While we run to our last thing, one more question. Unknown 4.0 says, your age. I am, at the moment, 43 years old. And if you're wondering, I play with a lot of people who are around my age. That's what Adults Play Minecraft is. We've got a lot of adults. I'm going to be going over there very shortly. Well, that was good. I guess I'm going to be using this. Goodbye. That was a little dumb. Yeah. And you can see the house over there. So this is the last thing. This is the most recent thing that I built in this world for one of my patrons. Gold tier patrons get a house built for them in this world. Iron tier, you get a business named after you, something I've already built. Diamond tier, you get a monument, and the monument has to fit in. So this is the house. We've got a nice, it's not really a farm. We've got some fields here, just some small vegetable patches and wheat. And the house. Just before we go in the house, we've got a little, I was going to call it barracks. It's stables. A little gateway coming into the property. And we'll head on in here. The basement is storage. Got blast furnace as well. I'm going to have a loom in here too. And then up here we've got the kitchen. I really like how this kitchen turned out. Got a little separation here, a counter here. I should put a cake there too. Little dining area, living area. And up here is the loft with the bed and all of this storage on the side. Okay, so we're going to briefly head over to Adults Play Minecraft, and I want to address a couple of comments that I received that were negative. Welcome to Adults Play Minecraft. This is my first base. Well, first base. This is my first little house, a starter house. It's a shipwreck. And there's not much to it inside. But it was great to find something. I didn't have to build anything, and I could get started right away on that monstrosity. I know, it looks a little weird with that stuff. It almost looks like it's a wedding cake. The wedding cake tower. Yeah. Let's call it that. Hopefully it's going to look better than it does right now. It's a work in progress. So I'm going to talk a little bit about a couple of negative comments that I got. Very critical of my videos. Really critical. Oh, and this is the mine down there. There's a lot of open space down there now. So yeah, I'm going to go right into it while we just wander around this island and take in the view. And, that would look better if it's white. But, oh no, I am not going to be making that much. Okay, so this came on one of my, potions tutorials. So he says, okay, I don't know why you feel the need to lengthen the videos to as long as you can and make as many useless YouTube videos as possible. The fact that you didn't show how to make the awkward potion here, which takes 2 seconds, is just absurd. And then you just keep stalling by just moving around everything as slowly as you can. This takes a good tutorial less than 1 minute to do more than your 355. Lump takes. Disliked. Okay, first of all, these tutorials, which, by the way, do get a lot of very positive comments, they're for absolute beginners. If you're an absolute beginner, just taking 2 seconds to make an awkward potion, they're going to be wondering, okay, then where do you get the nether wart? I go through these tutorials step by step for beginners. There are a lot of people who take visual learning much better than reading a wiki. This guy pretty much thinks that they're all useless videos, when a lot of people that have commented on it have said that it has been very useful to them. So I'm sorry, but I think these tutorials are not for you. If you already know how to do these things, then go ahead, fine, sure. But for an absolute beginner, you know what? They're not going to know what an awkward potion is. And I'm not going to make an awkward potion step by step every single time I do each of the potion videos. I am going to I made an awkward potion video so that any new players can go into that video and understand how to use it. They don't have to watch it every single time they want to check out another potion video. Once they've watched that once, they've got it. They know how to make it. And let's see. I'm just going to read what I had said here. So I said, fair enough. People have mostly liked my style because I am detailed and direct rather than chattering on and on about things that aren't related. Watching the awkward tutorial will set new players up with being able to do all other potions. But if you don't like that, that's up to you. And like I said, it's definitely not for his type of player. Then I said, after rewatching the video, I'd like to add the following. I'm not stalling. I'm showing the steps for beginner players who would likely not know everything. Secondly, the awkward potion is done separately so that anyone who doesn't know how to make it can learn how to do it and obtain the materials, saving them time if they need to watch another potion video. So I'm not adding awkward potion every single time. I have a feeling that you're not my intended audience. And he still responded, yeah, but a whole video about how to stack netherwort on top of some water bottles? That seems a bit sus. Not at all. Again, I don't think these videos are for you. They're for complete beginners who really have no idea what to do. And that is the purpose. And I'm going to sleep. So, really, if you don't like how a tutorial is done, then just don't watch it. It's that simple. If you're not a beginner player, then most likely it's not going to help you that much. You could probably go read the wiki. But there are a lot of players that just don't know how to do things, so that's what I do. I make these videos that are direct, step by step, and easy to follow. If you're really curious what I'm doing with this tower, each level is going to be representing a different planet. This is Mercury, which which is going to be my mining access. My mine is down here. It goes all the way down to bedrock. And it's going to be gray down here and black in the ceiling. Then it's Venus, which is going to have lots of orange and yellow. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do with it. Then it's Earth, which is going to be my home. Going to have a house in there. Going to have gardens and lots of green and blue sky and clouds too. I'm going to have clouds. Then Mars up there is going to be all red, and it's going to have the nether portal. I'm going to use a lot of netherrack in there. Then there's Jupiter, which is going to use a lot of brown and orange and yellow and white. And that is my storage system. Up there is Saturn, mostly yellow, white, brown, like that. There are going to be walkways that go out to rings that are the same height as these corner towers. So I'm going to have a ring going all the way around, which will be the home to various gardens from many of the biomes. Then there's Uranus, which is cyan, Neptune, which is blue, and Pluto, which is pink, but I'm going to make it a bunch of red and white inside. I don't know what I'm doing with those either. So then, if you've watched my negative comments video, I got a negative comment on that video. I'll read my response as well, which is fairly long. So he says, not gonna lie, this video makes you come across as an arrogant and smarmy. And you know that all of the people that make some of these comments, English isn't their first language. So nice job on making fun of them on that one. I'll address that in a moment. A lot of your videos are you basically reading off of the Minecraft wiki, so people are going to find them pointless. Seed ones are basically clickbait that you add a big YouTube name into it for analytics. He assumes a lot. So, my response. I'll address the first one. And, okay, I'm going to have to reposition myself here and try to read this from my phone. And you know what? I don't want to stand around. I want to walk a little bit. So, we'll go into one of the towers. Why don't we? How about the flower tower? That's the redstone tower. That's the animal tower. Got all the sheep in there. And this is the flower tower, which has got all my flowers. As well as some other plants. This is mainly the plant tower. Because that's pretty much all I've got in here. So I better be careful. I might fall while I'm reading this. So, first paragraph. I'll address the first one. As a teacher of English as a second language, I understand the difficulties of learning a new language. I wasn't intending on coming across as making fun of non-English speakers. The people who had the misspellings had English names attached to their comments, so that is not likely. Probably typing on phone. In any case, no offense intended. And I never would be that kind of person. Absolutely not. I know what it's like to learn a language. It's not easy. And I am not going to make fun of someone for having bad English because they're not native English speakers. My wife is one. You think I'm going to do that? No damn way. My daughter was one as well. So, there we go. Secondly, I found that people have been overwhelmingly positive about my tutorials. I use what I know, then use not only the wiki, but other sources for anything I may have missed, and to confirm any numbers. It's called research, and is an important part of providing information to people. Most people who have searched for the information are unlikely to have gone through a wiki, as unfortunately a lot of people don't like to read. The intent of the tutorials is to present the information in a visual format, which is far more effective than reading a wiki. Yes, I do look at the wiki. I mean, who wouldn't when preparing for a tutorial like that? You do research, right? But it's not just the wiki that I look at. I search for other materials. I also test everything. And you know what? Do I have shears down here? No, I don't. I'm going to need some of these. But anyways. Is this the last one? No, it's not. Third paragraph. So thirdly, the purpose of thumbnails and titles is to entice people to click. So technically, all well-crafted titles and thumbnails are clickbait. However, the importance is to be honest about it, and I am. I use the names of the YouTubers as the seed itself. I don't get any traffic from people searching for those YouTubers. I really get nothing from that. However, I have had on more than one occasion been told by those YouTubers that they like the idea of the seed videos. For me, I personally find the seeds interesting. For others, I've been told that it's the image in the thumbnail and what's in the world that interests them, not the YouTuber's name. So, you're way off there. Sorry, but if you think it's clickbait and I'm getting people watching it because they searched for the YouTuber's name, you know what? I get nothing. It does not show up in search because you want to search Mumbo Jumbo and seed. Most likely you're going to get all Mumbo Jumbo videos, not mine. And who'd be searching for that anyways? Mumbo Jumbo doesn't play in a single-player world. I mean, I don't get it. And finally, I could write an essay on SEO, how to make effective thumbnails and titles to get people to click on them, and more, but I'm not going to, as this is a YouTube video comment section. However, I will say that any YouTuber who is serious about content creation will use research, clear thumbnails, good titles, and effective descriptions to encourage people to watch their videos. Show me a big YouTuber who doesn't do at least one of these. Honestly. You know what? There are big YouTubers who are not members of Hermitcraft that put Hermitcraft in their tags to try to get traffic. I've never done that. Seed videos, quite frankly, I just do them for fun. I just thought, you know, this is interesting. What if I put in the name of a YouTuber in here? I'm actually planning on starting using AdultsCraft members' names. They're not big, but you know what? I think they're just as important. And to me, I think they're more important. Because they are people I play with, people I consider to be friends. And I'm going to start using their names. And we'll see where that goes, because I bet we're going to find some great worlds. So, just trying to sleep. That does bring us to the end. And let me sleep first. If you're still with me, and thank you for coming along for this whole video. I know it's a bit of a long video. I'm not exactly sure how many minutes as of this point, but it's definitely one of my longer videos. But thank you for watching, and as always, thank you to all my subscribers, all 10,000 of you, for hitting that subscribe button. You're just absolutely amazing. And you know what? I just want to make even better content. So over the holidays, over the Christmas and New Year's holidays, I am working on some brand new content. I'll be making a new tutorial series for Let's Plays. So this is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be in Java edition. So this will be my first non-hardcore Let's Play in Java, I should say. I've played in Java in on SMPs as well, so that's fine. This will be single player world instead, and we're going to be going through and having a lot of fun with the new world. I'm going to be asking a lot of my subscribers to join me, not in the world, but I will have the seed available for you. If you want to play in the same seed, then absolutely. I would love to see what you do in that world. So I'm going to be asking for what you do, like show me what you build, as well as, I'm going to be giving you downloads. So if you are a patron on Patreon, of course, if you're an Iron Tier patron, you'll be able to download the world, see what I've done, and you can share what you've done with me. I'll also be continuing on with the easy Minecraft tutorials. Adults Play Minecraft and the single player world will also continue. And yeah, that is going to be a lot of fun. I'm hoping to do some collaborations as well. We'll see who we do them with. Because I've been asked by a couple people. They think it would be fun, and you know what? I think it would be fun too. So I would love to do that. Also, check out my Twitch channel. I do live stream on Twitch 3 days a week. That's Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. That's North America. What time? 9 p.m. Eastern. And I stream almost always Minecraft. I may occasionally stream No Man's Sky. Maybe in the future, City Skylines, but Minecraft is my thing. So definitely come along. Also, check out my Discord. The link is in the description below. You can check that out. I would love to be able to talk with all of you. And, of course, Twitter. So, thank you for coming. If you have any comments, then please leave them in the comment section below. I'll do my best to reply to as many as I can. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. And if you're interested in being one of my subscribers and you have not subscribed yet, then please consider subscribing. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.